Diane. They were the five. They were smashing ships. They could do about 38 knots. And from there, we went down to Portland, did our running in trials, and then we went out all the way again. All through the Med, up from Gibraltar. And the good thing about Gibraltar is, my brother-in-law, who Paul knows, Job, his brother was out there. He was Sergeant Major in part of the garrison. So I took my friend along, we had a real good night out with him. And then we went on to Alexandria, through the canal, all those places down. Aden then wasn't called it's called the Yemen now, but it was Aden, and there was a base there. We used to call in there and went all up the Indian coast, all the way round, right round from Ceylon again to, we went through to Singapore. I like Singapore, that was smashing there. And then we went on to Hong Kong, which is another nice place. And from Hong Kong, we went out to, based at Japan. Our first call was Sasebo. And then from Sasebo, we went out just with this Yankee fleet. And there was the British bases out there was Curie and Kobe. And then we went on to places, all it was out there really, it was a doddle. You was just, went out there trying to intercept Chinese junks that were coming from China, and they was going up to North Korea. So when they got them, they set them off and they sunk all the junks. But there was only one naval ship out there got damaged, and that was a sloop called HMS Sparrow. But then we used to, after you've done so many thousand sea miles, we used to go, we went back to Hong Kong for a boiler clean. So you got about, we had a nice week's rest out there going in Hong Kong. Yeah, smashing. We went, and I used to get leave. Used to go there to places in Hong Kong, Shanky Wong. They had a big fleet club in Wan Chai. You used to get a cabin in there because you was on British, you know, that was part of the empire on British soil. You could have all night leave. You didn't have to get back until 7 o'clock in the morning. And you used to get a cabin in the fleet club for the equivalent of English money to £1. What am I talking about? 1 and 2p. The equivalent of one, and I mean, a bottle of beer in the fleet club was only about equivalent to 10p, and that was Ewan's export ale, which was good. And then we went from there again, we went back to Japan, went to Yokosuka, on to Yokohama, down into Tokyo Bay. Then you had a few days later there and caught the train to Hiroshima and had a look round there. That was a doddle out there, though, that was. I was sorry to come home. And then I come home, I left the Defender in Hong Kong, and I come home with the other, what they call RFRs, Royal Fleet Reserve. We come home with the rest of them on the HMS Orwell, SS Orwell. That was a troop carrier. Come on her, went back to Chatham and got demoted. And I was on the reserve for another, I think it was another 7 years before I got discharged. Getting too old then, I suppose.
So, all in all then, can you say you had a good time in the Navy?
Yes, and of all the bad times, you still had good times. And I never regret one single solitary day of being in the Navy. Never. some blokes got in there and they never stopped moaning when they got called up. But see, I never got called up. I went of my own choice. No, I liked it.
Well, thanks, Ed.
You're welcome.
That was great. That was really good. And thank you very much.
You're welcome.